Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel. I hope you're all doing well and that you are smiling, because there is a reason to smile. Juventus will be in the final of Coppa Italia on the 11th May in the evening. It will be a Wednesday between games of Serie A. It is what it is, we will have to accept it. We can talk about it if you want to after the intro, but we have a reason to smile. 2-0 with goals, really strange the names that we have to nominate now, Bernardeschi and Danilo. Yes, you heard it really well. My friends, 2-0, we will go in through the tactics. How did the team play? What was good? What has to be improved? Because it's not because we won 2-0 yesterday that it was a perfect game. There are a lot of areas that we have to improve. We'll try to go through that. Individual ratings and performances, and then speaking about the front pages. What are they saying about our beloved Juventus? And also finishing with the words of Alessandro Del Piero that a lot of supporters, fans were already dreaming to have as a president next year. We will speak about that. Remain on the channel. Maximum of likes, subscribe. We go after the intro. I already told you that I woke up with a big smile. Why? Because when I woke up this morning, I know my wife woke me up and she said, go to the school bringing your son. I know that, but I was already thinking about that goal of Bernardeschi. What a goat, what a goat goal. Beautiful control with the chest, left foot, mamma mia. It will be a big regret if he leaves at the end of the season, because we were expecting these kind of performances for Bernardeschi more consistently. It is what it is. Beautiful goal of Bernardeschi. I was smiling with Mattia Perin yesterday. What a guy. Yesterday probably MVP. He saved us multiple times with really beautiful saves, and yesterday he said, even if I play less, every game I play is worth much more than any other place. The dimension of winning trophies is worth more than having a large number of appearances without fighting to win something. Mentality Juve. Winning, playing for the win, playing for the trophies, and we know that this year we will not have that many trophies. We'll try to go in final and win versus Inter, because that's maybe the only trophies that we can have. The 11th year that we continue to have a streak of positive results with trophies at the end. We'll try to continue because we don't want that it's the first year without trophies. I will also remember the team spirit of Danilo, Ken, Quadrado with the 94th minute goal, and then De Ligt that woke up yesterday and he decided to become the new Ronaldinho. My friends, what is Tuttosport saying? Il slancio per Sassuolo. Now, with that win of yesterday, it's not only giving us the access to the final, but also giving us an energy boost to continue, because on Monday, it will be on Monday, we play versus Sassuolo. Difficult game, extremely difficult. We couldn't arrive there in a state of depression. We had to be full of energy, and that win versus Fiorentina of Italiano that was praised so much is so important. We have to go because we have to secure a top 4. Who will be there? Of course, Quadrado will start the game versus Sassuolo. We need him. Look at yesterday how he changed the game on the right side of the field with a beautiful dribble and giving it back for the goal of Danilo. Vlahovic and Morata will also be there. Will Dybala start the game? That's a big question mark. Let's see what will happen. Quanto mi girano yesterday Allegri, because you remember how many times he said, I don't believe in the Scudetto. Scudetto is not possible. It's not possible. And it's not possible. Yesterday he repeated how frustrated he was to have lost the game versus Inter in Serie A, because he said that was a decisive game. If we would have won that game, probably today we would have been speaking about the Juventus that was able to compete for Serie A, to win the Scudetto. Guys, it is what it is. We are not accepting it. Allegri is not accepting that defeat. It is what it is, but we will have to take revenge in Coppa Italia on the 11th of May. We have to go there. We have to go there and win that trophy versus Inter. Guys, it is what it is, my friends. It will not be only versus Inter, but also between Juventus and VAR, because we know that this season VAR is a bit the friends of Inter. I don't want to start a controversy, but look at the beautiful images of the referee that was trying actually to give that goal to Benacer, Inter Milan in Coppa Italia, because Milan could have been the other finalist versus Juve. But look at Inzaghi protesting and crying. When people are telling you, hey, Juventini, you are crying, show them that image of their training that is showing the good example. Juve dura e pura, a Juve that was strong and pure. they are saying actually that the counter-attack was working, the being precise in terms of passes and shots was absolutely not. These were the reports of the articles of Tuttosport. Let's go a bit more in the stats of what happened yesterday with some graphics. What did we see yesterday? A Juventus that accepted to give the ball possession to Fiorentina. Actually, the numbers were not really beautiful if we are just rating the performance in terms of ball possession, with 70% for Fiorentina, 30% for Juve. Is that enough? Absolutely not. But was it actually a plan of Juventus? Yes. Experience of Massimiliano Allegri decided to give them the ball because Fiorentina needs to score. Remember, we were winning 1-0 from the first leg with a goal of Venuti after a cross of Quadrado. So we gave them the possession of the ball. Fiorentina was not dangerous at all. One of the mistakes that Juventus did was not only giving them the ball possession but also the field, because look at the block, the average block of Juventus that is in our midfield. Only Vlahovic and Morata were in the opposition midfield, and this is not okay. This is something that we have to grow and to pay attention, because then you know it what it happens with a free kick, with a corner kick. We are conceding one goal and then it's really really dangerous and difficult to start again. So defensive block has to be really higher, because otherwise we will create some problems. That's the thing. But it was also a plan to actually beat the defense of Fiorentina. Tuttosport said counter-attack is working, and that's what we try to do, defending a bit lower. Interception of balls, we did more than 15 interception, especially the one of Rabiot, intercepting that ball and then giving it to the strikers Morata or Vlahovic. It was a plan, it worked out. Is that a perfect plan that you have to replicate every single game? Absolutely not. We have to be more precise in terms of shots. That was what Tuttosport was saying. To be really honest, we didn't have a lot of shots on target, only 3, and 2 were goals, the one of Bernardeschi, the one of Danilo. More precise than that, I don't know how you can be. It's true that we were really a disaster in terms of pass precision. Pass accuracy was a disaster. If we are looking to the other graphic, we are looking actually at the total shots. What do we see? That Juventus, a lot of time, they are using the shot from the right side of the field. That's something that we really spoke about so many times, that we are going to try to find Quadrado. Yesterday, no excuse, because Quadrado was not even starting. He entered the field at the end of the game. But anyway, Juventus, when they have to go on target or trying to go on target with shots on goal, they are going to the right side of the field. Pay attention when you see and you compare with Fiorentina, that did a beautiful game yesterday. They are taking their chance from everywhere on the field, on the left, on the right, and also in the center. Guys, if we are speaking about individuals before going in the first pages and before speaking about Del Piero and also a bit of Mercato, guys, we have to say that Tuttosport, they said that Zakaria was the man of the match with a rating of 7. We said on the channel yesterday in post-game during the live that Perin was the man of the match. He also received a 7 like Zakaria. Beautiful performance of everyone except of De Sciglio. And we said it yesterday, De Sciglio didn't have a really great performance with a 5.5, also a yellow card, and he will miss the final versus Inter, with probably Danilo taking back his original spot as a right back. We continue, my friends, with a really nice news. I'm super honored and happy to communicate you that news. You know that I'm a big fan of Tuttosport. I'm paying the monthly subscription every single month to Tuttosport. I could have chosen between Corriere, between Gazzetta, but I've chosen for Tuttosport. Why? Because they are representing Juventus a lot. It's true that they are speaking a lot about Mercato. Mercato never sleeps. Mercato is crazy. We know that, but yesterday Guido Vaciago, that is at Tuttosport since so long, since a lot of years, he became actually officially today director of Tuttosport. I'm super happy about that, because also he's a Juventino. He's writing about Juve since so long. When I was in Torino, when I was in Turin for the game Juve-Roma, I met him because he was already on the channel, but I met him in real life for the first time. I asked him a selfie and he was super happy to do it. I also bought his book, beautiful book, Juventus, I grandi calciatori. Guys, I'm super happy that sometimes because of meritocracy, because you're working hard, you are achieving these kind of beautiful results. So congratulations to Guido. Tuttosport, the page, the first page with the director Guido Vaciago is putting Bernardeschi on front page saying Inter eccoci. Inter Inter, here we are. They're speaking about Maldini that will probably remain even if they are changing property. That's Milan. Corriere dello Sport, la finale d'Italia. La finale d'Italia, guys, just to repeat you, the last time that we played versus Inter in Coppa Italia in a final was in 1965. My father was 4 years. I was not born, and a lot of you were not born, yeah, guys. And we won 1-0 with a goal at the 15th minute. Will that happen again? A beautiful 1-0 in a final versus Inter? Let's see. Gazzetta dello Sport, gran finale Juve. A great final with Juve. Coppa Italia sarà rivincita con l'Inter. It will be a revenge versus Inter. Spending a few words on Gazzetta dello Sport because you have Tuttosport that decided to appoint a new director. Gazzetta, they also decided to do something because at 12:51 yesterday, so 12:51 p.m., they decided to speak about referees again, because we know that the Gazzetta dello Sport are always complaining and blah 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 about referees. They were speaking about the referees for the game Inter Milan. They were complaining. 11 minutes later, I don't know what happened, speed meeting, urgent meeting, emergency meeting, 11 minutes later, they decided to write on Twitter, "We will not speak about referees anymore for the rest of the season." Guys, it's strange. They make me laugh. These guys, these clowns, they make me laugh so much. They will not speak about referees anymore. Of course, if you see all the benefits that Inter has in that season, at a certain moment they will be exposed and they will have to say the truth. So they prefer to say, guys, Inter is solid. Probably they will win the Scudetto. They're already in final of Coppa Italia. Juventus is not able to win anymore. We will not speak about referees. We'll start again next season when Juventus will compete again for the big trophies. We finish with two news, the one of Del Piero. Yesterday, Arrivabene, he spoke. You know that Arrivabene is putting his face to the question of the journalists. He's not dribbling them. He's going straight forward. He said Del Piero is an icon of the club. When he was there with LA, with his LA Juventus Academy, we thought it was totally normal to invite him at the stadium, and that they were also able to say hello to his fans, because Del Piero is legend of the club of the past, but he will always remain someone of Juventus, so it was totally normal. We are not even speaking about the future. All these kind of things are blah blah blah. Del Piero is welcome at the stadium whenever he wants, and he was speaking about that. Del Piero said himself, he said, "I went back to the wonderful stadium, my stadium, but I will not comment these kind of assumptions. There are no secret meetings. I know Lapo, I met him so many times, nothing has been done yet." Of course, tomorrow everything can change. It's beautiful to see Del Piero approaching a bit more and going back to the stadium. At the moment, Arrivabene and Del Piero, they are two that are really on the foreground of that rumor. They both denied. It is what it is. And we finish with the Mercato news, the one of Mohamed El Shahali that reported Corriere del Torino that is speaking about the center backs. Who will be the future center back of Juventus? It will not be Rudiger because the salary is super high. So they are on the Monaco player Benoit Badiashile, beautiful defender, 21 years old, young, really tall, a real beast, left foot player that could play next to De Ligt. That's a priority. And then Nikola Milinkovic that yesterday was not able to play in that semi-final of Juve Fiorentina. Guys, this was it for the news. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you put a maximum of like. Don't forget, we need to increase these likes. Subscribe to the channel. Grazie, forza Juve.